morning, everyone. Hope everyone is well. My name is Laura Strengths and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. We'll just get started straight away today, and I'll do my little spiel at the end about my couple of groups that you could have a look through. The card I'm doing today is called a Z-Fold Split Card. This is one of, and it's in a Christmas card as well, and this is the layout for it. It's all, I've put a backing on the back here, but the front, you could just do the front if you like, without the extra at the back. I'm doing the extra at the back again today. It does fit in a 7x5 envelope. If you wanted to make this backing a tiny bit smaller, that way it would fit in a standard size envelope. But I've chosen to do it this way today. It's this top layer here is one continuous piece, and we're just going to show, I'm going to show you how to do this split along the front here. And that's how, and you've got, I put the extra piece on the back so you've got enough room for writing here. You could do just your writing in here. And the one today I'm doing, I've decorated in here as well. So we shall get started. I've got everything prepped, and I'll just show you the stamp set and paper that I'm using today. I have got this beautiful Lights Aglow specialty DSP. It's a 6x6 pack. It's in the current mini catalogue, and I've used quite a bit of this so you can see it's all chopped up. There's some really pretty patterns in here. I also got the stamp set that goes with it. So there's lots of nice papers in that one. And it's my traditional red and green. I'm a traditional Christmas person. I like my reds and greens. This is the stamp set and the dies, the bundle that I'm using. The dies are called Twinkling Lights, and you can get it as a bundle and save yourself 10%. It's in the mini catalogue as well. And I'm going to use quite a few bits of these little decoration pieces. So that's the one I'm doing. And we've also got some embellishments to put on, and I'll show you those at the end. Now we'll go from the back here, your base piece. It measures 4 inches by 9 3/4 inches. And then we have, I'll flip that over and go from the back. The back panel, that's these two panels at the back here. This one, I chose very vanilla for this because the DSP has got more vanilla in it than white. This one is 4.5 by 5 3/4. And then we've got a couple of other back panels here. DSP for the back is 4.25 by 5.5, and that's this piece that's in here. You could cut some of your smaller pieces out of the inside of that, so you're not, because all you see is this here. I haven't done that today, but you can cut these smaller pieces out of the inside of that because it's going to get covered anyway, so it's a good way to save on DSP if you've got these little pieces. Even that one, I think the length of it would still fit by cutting a piece out of there, and then your two small ones out of the DSP at the back, and then it'll go over the top of that. You've got to watch that you don't cut here, so maybe just get your two small ones out of the back piece. So that way you would cut them out of that piece there. Then this piece over the back here, that's the DSP strip, and that's your writing panel at the back. It measures 4 by 5 1/4, and the strip is 5 1/4 by 1 inch. That's those two. Front left is this panel here with the backing on it. I've chose gold foil for my backings, for my mats today. The left front mat is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and the front on the top is 2.5 by 2.5, and I've already decorated that. I've gold embossed everything on that. That I'm not sure what that, I can tell you at the end what that greeting's out of. There's lots of nice greetings you could use. You just need a smallish one to fit on the front. This one here is your these are your little DSP strips along the front here, which is these ones here. The longest strip over this side is 4 3/4 by 5/8 of an inch, and the two smaller ones you need two of, 1 3/4 by 5/8 of an inch, and that's those two. Then the mats for those two are I've used gold instead of the soft sea foam at the back there, 5 inches by 7/8, and two of these for the two side ones are 2 inches by 7/8 of an inch. There's lots of pieces here, but once you get them all cut, it's quite easy to assemble. Then the right side, that's my mat. Up there is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, and the vanilla, which I've decorated, is 4 by 2 1/2. And I've also layered these up on dimensionals because you can put a bit of height on that side. It's not going to interfere with the thickness. I tried not to do too much layering up. That's those two. And then the inside mat, which is this one over here, which is in the center. It measures 2 3/4 by 2, and the mat is, that's your backing, very vanilla, 2 1/2 by 1 3/4, and I've also decorated that with some gold embossing. So all those bits can get stuck together eventually, and we shall start with the base so I can show you how to score it. It's not too difficult. You just got to be careful you do it the right way. I've got my little instruction sheet here so I get it right. I did do a template, which I'll show you, which it's handy to do one first before, just on some scrap paper. This is very thin cardstock that I've had from somewhere or other I bought. So that's your template. That way you can get your folds right. One of them, I think that score line I shouldn't have scored there, but I know this time not to do that. The scoring just goes to the cut line, not right through, the same as this side. So do yourself a template first just to get it right. That way you've got something to go by. Now, this one here, we'll get our trimmer out as well. You're going to go to the long side first, and it's not scored exactly in half. This measured 4 by 9 3/4. I'll just move that out of the road. And on the long side, we're going to score at 5 1/4, which is over there. And we're just going to score that. Then we're going to turn clockwise, which is this way. And on the short side at the top, we're going to, on the right edge, so that's this side, you're going to put that on the 1 inch mark, which is over this side of your trimmer. I'll move that down a bit so I'm still in focus. So that's on the 1 inch measurement on this side, and I'm going to cut from the 3 inch mark. So all you've got to do is remember two measurements in this, 3 inches and 7 1/2 inches. It's coming out of the track, and we're going to cut this first one. So you're going to take your blade, and there's a little notch thing there. I don't know if you can see the little notch. If you line that up on your 3 inch mark, holding your arm up before you do anything so it's in the right spot, put that on the 3 inch mark there, drop it down, and then you're going to cut. Make sure it's nice and straight. Cut from 3 inches down to 7 1/2. So we're going to go from there. I'm doing my left hand so I can see it on this side, and I'm going down to the 7 1/2 inch mark over that side, and then you're going to lift that up. Then turn back to the long side with the wider section. Now there is a wider section and a narrow section, so this is the wider section over here. You'll see where that score line is. This is the narrow side, and you want the wider section on the left and your cut line at the top. And you're going to line up your left edge, so it's over this side, at the 3-inch mark. Just there. And this is where I scored wrong last time. And score from the slit to the bottom. So if you get your cutter blade out of the road. So this was at the 1-inch mark. So if you put your scoring tool, if you can see that, I've got that should be on your, when I stand up I can see it better. Put that on the cutting line there, or on the 1-inch mark, which is where it was scored, and you score to the bottom. Make sure you score, don't cut. So that's that one. Then you move it across, open up your arm this time, the arm on the trimmer, and move it across to the 7.5-inch mark, over on the left hand side to 7.5, and you're going to score from the slit up. So you're going to go from the 1-inch mark there, or the slit, which is there, and you score upwards, and that's all there is to do it. So you've got your score here from the 1-inch or the slit down, and over here to 7.5, and score from the slit up, and that's all there is to do. And I'm going to close that. I'm just double checking, make sure I've got everything in. Now you flip it over and fold the centre score line, the top section here, to a valley fold. So I'll get this out so you can see what I'm doing here. So this comes down the bottom, and it will be actually a mountain fold, that part. This here will be a valley. So you just got to work this around. It will fall into place. So down this top section here will be a valley. This here will be a mountain. As you can see there, there's a valley and the mountain. Then you're going to fold, just push that across like that. Once you get that first, those two centre ones right, we'll just straighten that up a little bit. That's straight. Get my bone folder. Pull that down a fraction and burnish all your score lines, and that's how it works. Just burnish all of those so they're nice and crisp, and underneath as well, and that's how it works. To push out, if you've got cut lines there where you've cut on the other side and you don't want, just, you can bone fold them out. Just run your bone folder along the cuts, and it flattens those out, because I know I like the cut where there's a little bit of a ridge. I like it down underneath, but when you fold your card over, you would see that. So if you just run your bone folder across it, you won't see it. So now it's just a matter of decorating. That's your base. Now we'll do these front little strips first, and we'll do all of the front first. And I'll get all these back out, and it's just a matter of gluing all these bits together. I could have glued some, but I wanted to show you exactly how they went together. So I'll do this one first. I'll get my silicone mat out, and I'm going to use Tombow only because I like to get it straight on this. If I use the tape and it's wrong, I'm going to make, it's not going to fix too easily. I do prefer my Stamp and Seal, or if it's a box I use tear and tape. I'll put this one on here, and you've got the 1/8 inch border all the way around. I'll just glue all these together first. Shouldn't take too long. I hope everyone's having a lovely week. Well, actually, I'll give you a little story. Last week's video was a little bit late because I thought I had one recorded ready to upload. I record and then I upload it later. I do have enough subscribers now. I'm almost to my 100, which was my goal, to get to 100 subscribers, which I have. Well, I've got 92, I think it is. Just need a couple more. And that was by Christmas, so I'm on track. Then I would do live videos. But you only need, I think, I'm not sure how many it is now, 50 or something, to do live. I had my granddaughter here yesterday or over the weekend, and she was going to show me how to do my lives, but it means I can't put a header. It's a little bit complicated to understand, but I said to her I might just do a quick live video, not with a complicated card, just do it on Tuesday or Wednesday through the week, just for a practice, because I've never done live before. I've always recorded and uploaded. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work. I'll just get a white out to wipe my glue mat. Yeah, so I'm recording. It is Sunday here. But you will see this, I'll upload it this afternoon, and you will see it tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So if you keep your eye out, I will do another one day this week. I'm not sure which day yet. I've got a few things on. I'll do a quick little card, not a fancy fold or anything, just a little card, just for a practice doing a live video, because I'm not that confident yet. I like to record, have a look what I've recorded to make sure it's okay. I don't mind a couple of oopses in it. I'm sure everyone does that. Makes a few oopses every now and then. My last week's one was done in a bit of a hurry, and when I looked at it back, it was a bit not to my liking, but good enough for what I needed. Everyone got the gist, and I had a lot of views on it, so I was happy with that. I'll keep chattering on while I'm putting these together, so I'll fill in a bit of time. Yes, so you will see it when you're watching this. You'll know I've recorded it and uploaded it for you to watch. If you've got any friends that would like to subscribe, I only need another 8 to get to my 100, which I'm very happy with in the short time I've been doing this. I've only been doing it for 3 or 4 months or so. So I'm excited about that. That goes on the back panel. That's my writing panel at the back. I've tried to keep the little loopy gold bits of this all going the same way, so hopefully that's what I've done. This is very pretty, this paper. All the patterns on it are nice. I love the gold accents on it as well. Now I'll leave those bits till last, because that's all the back piece, and that's at the back as well. So we'll get all these on first. So we've got this piece over here, which we shall tombow on it. I did an order last Tuesday, and I ordered the new, what's it called? I'll have a quick look. Framed florets. It's really, really pretty. I did put a few cards up that I'd made on the demonstrator planning place. So if any of you are demonstrators, just type in Laura Stranks and you will see the cards that I created from it. It's on pre-order at the moment for until the end of this month, and I think, I don't know, it's the 1st or the 4th of November. I think it's the 1st of November. It's orderable for anyone, customers as well. Very pretty paper if you like flowers. One lady commented to me, she's got enough flowers. She didn't want more flowers. She didn't say it like that, but she said, don't we have enough flowers? And I said, never enough flowers for me. I love flowers. Even my garden is full of flowers. So, yes, there's a bundle with stamp set and dies. Fabulous florets. If you go on the website, it's on there to have a look at. And you can, if you're a demonstrator, you can do a pre-order now. You can only get one of everything. In here in Australia, we haven't got the embellishments yet. They're a gold swirl embellishment. They're supposed to be available Monday, but I'll check the inventory status report on Monday and just see if they are there. But I think they're while stocks last, so just if you want to get them, hop in and get them. But you can only get one pack to start with anyway. They look really pretty. But everything else is the collection. They called it a collection. That's with everything. But because the embellishments aren't available, then you can't get the complete collection just yet. But I'm just attaching all these to where they go on the card. So as you can see, it's falling together nicely. Yes, so I got that, and then I ordered it on Tuesday, and it turned up on Friday, much to my surprise. I wasn't expecting it till Monday. So Friday afternoon, I was playing with the products, and I created some lovely cards. I put them on the demonstrator page, got lovely comments from a lot of people, which was nice. It's nice to get something new and be up there with it, putting it up. I think I've inspired a couple of ladies with cards to do. One lady was doing her class on Tuesday, so she's hoping she gets her bundled before then so she can design her cards. So that's that one there. It's so pretty. That's how quick it goes together. Once you've done all your decorations, it doesn't take too long to put together. And I will upload this tomorrow, and I will also put, and I'll mention my group pages at the end, where you can view the cards and the PDF for all the instructions and measurements. So this one here is a back panel. It's going to go on there. Then this DSP is going to go on there. Oh no, actually, that goes on the back because I want a border around the back. I think that's how I did it. Yes, I did. And then this one, that's 4.5 by 5 3/4. Just make sure I've got this right. Oh no. Just making sure. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I think I might have cut one wrong, but we can soon work it out. Yeah, that's the same size, so that won't go on there. I might have to cut the DSP down. I wanted the gold. Can't remember which way I designed it now. I think I've got one size a bit out. Yes, that goes like that. Then over here, I'll just lay it out before I do it. That will go on there, and I just need to cut this down a fraction. So that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this should be 4 by 5 1/4. So that's that back panel. That'll be 4 by 5 1/4. That's your back panel, and that's going to go on there to write on. Oh no, wait on. I've got that one. I better not cut it first. I think I've got one too many panels. Yeah, this one here goes on there. That one goes on there. And then that there. That will come in there. I've got one panel too many, I think, because that will go on there. Exactly right. I've just got one panel too many. I'll fix up my instructions. I had one too many back panels. That's okay. That's my oops for the day. I don't like to cut things until I lay them out and see what goes where. I don't cut any bits off to make it fit. So this one's coming in here. This is the back panel that faces forward. And this will go on here, like so. Now, this one will come in after I put that on. I could have put that gold in here, but I chose to put it at the back. Doesn't really matter which way it goes. I've got enough gold on the front already anyway. So this one will come in here. Now all we want to stick down is this top piece up here and this piece down here. So you don't need glue anywhere else because you want this still to be able to open and shut. So all I'm going to do is glue here and this small panel down here. So just make sure you don't put glue on any other piece, otherwise your open and shut won't work. So it can go all the way down there, across that cut line, like so. And then if we close this up and hold it like this, we can layer it so it's nice and straight around the... I'm holding this side up first so that where the glue isn't, it's easy enough to lay down. So long as you've got your glue in the right spot, it all works itself out. Give it a good push down. That's that, and then we'll flip it over. Got a bit of a mark there, but that's okay because it's going to get covered up. Then this one, we will glue straight onto the gold. I do like my fancy fold cards. I've done quite a few over the years. That one will go on there. And then that will layer at the back of there. That's your writing panel because I've filled in. You could not put this back, this whole big piece on. You can just have your smaller open. It does stand up by it, so I should have showed you how it stands up without these back panels. If you want to save a bit of cardstock, you can use your in here as your little writing panels. And these two bits, these front pieces, as you can see, that even without that back piece, it will stand up by itself. I'm just going to put that on there. I've got some embellishments to put on this as well. And that is it. Then you can open and close as you like. Stands up nicely. Embellishments. We have, I'm going to use some festive pearls, which are these little ones. You do get on the label, and I think most people's labels are now saying red and green adhesive back pearls. Well, they're not just red and green. There's no green in there. The red, there is red, but they are supposed to be called festive pearls. In the catalogue, they're called festive pearls, but when you get the pack, they've mislabeled the pack, and it says red and green adhesive back pearls. So don't think you've got the wrong thing. That's the correct, what should be in there. It's just got the label wrong. So I'm just going to put a couple of little of the gold ones. Get rid of all those labels. Put a couple of these little gold ones, and I'm not going to put them on top of those other things because then you won't see enough. And I do love embellishments, so I'm going to put a few on. That's a silver one, I think. And a couple over this side. I do like odd numbers as well, so we'll have 5. And that is it. How quick was that? And so effective. That'll be a special card for someone. And you've got plenty of room for your writing on the back. Just push that down where the glue is. And that's 2 different. This way, I should have left the backing off this, but I wanted to show you the backing. But you can do it without the backing and do your little write. If you're not much for writing, like me, I wouldn't normally have that much space for writing because I like a few words or fewer words. you can do just your little writing in there. If you make sure that you don't write outside that crease line there. So that's the 2 cards for today, or 1 card for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Now I've got a couple of things here. If you wish to see any of my cards that I make, now there's no tutorials or PDFs or anything in this group. It is all, sometimes I think I've put the link to my YouTube channel in there. This is my Cards by Laura page. I've got lots and lots of cards in there. I do take orders for cards if you want to order any of my cards, or I'm happy for you to case any of the cards, but there are no instructions in there for any of the cards. It's just photos. So that's Cards by Laura. If you go on, that's the header page for it. Then Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials is where I put the link to my channel, the link to any of my YouTube videos, and the PDF and the tutorials are all in this Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. It's just a Facebook group, and you're welcome to join in there if you wish. I think you just go and invite yourself, and then I approve it from there. I haven't had to knock anyone back, so that's lovely. So, yes, and that's the header page for that. I might change the header page one day, but at the moment it's staying as it is because everyone seems to know it now. And I hope you enjoyed that today, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the week. Enjoy your crafting, and I will catch you again. I will try to go live one day this week just with a quick video just for a practice if you're interested in having a look. But otherwise, I'll catch you again next Monday at 9 AM. That's in Queensland time, which we don't do daylight saving, which I wish we did, but that's another subject altogether. And I'll see you all again next week. Bye for now.